Well, I'm already a fan of the front end on the 2018 Mustang. Today we're going to make it look even better with help from Cervini's. These are the Cervini C-Series grills fitting your 2018 Mustang GT or EcoBoost. These are available separately, but in our case, we're going to install them together because we feel they really look good as a package. Now, these are going to come with a black textured matte black finish with the grills that are powder coated black, and they'll be a direct replacement for your factory grills. These will provide much more airflow to your engine, give you a great look, and are made right here in the USA. For this installation, they lift are a jack and jack stands, 1/4 inch ratchet, 5.5 millimeter socket, 7 millimeter socket, 8 millimeter socket, 7/16 socket, 10 millimeter shorty wrench, clip removal tool, panel removal tool, Phillips head screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and scissors. To install Cervini's grills will require us to remove our front bumper, but it's not as bad as it sounds. We're going to start underneath here, remove a whole bunch of these 7 millimeter screws and a couple of clips, and then move up to the wheel wells. All right, the screws are removed. There's a couple of these plastic clips in the back here. Now these clips can be got from the wheel well or underneath. They're just easier for us to get right here. Remove these 3 and then these 2 up there. Okay, and going forward, there's another one of the push button style ones here. Just push the center in, it'll pop out. Then the last piece of hardware is going to be behind the splash shield. So what you do is get a grip on the splash shield and sort of work it out, sort of under the fender, but it's nice and flexible. Just bend it out, and these 2 nuts come off here. I do want to mention this is a really nice change from Ford. This was a problem area in the 2015 through 2017, but it's a much beefier design on the 2018. So when the nuts come off, just push the little bracket through. And the bumper will separate. Everything loose down below, we can move up top. We're going to remove now the cover for the radiator support. With the cover off, we're going to remove all these screws now across the top. You have these little alignment pins up here, so you kind of want to lift the bumper up carefully to get over these. And you can pull it away from the car and unplug it. Now the next step is going to vary depending on what model you have. If you have a performance pack like I do, you do not have the shutter system, so you're going to skip that step and move on to this. If you do have a shutter system, you have to remove it and then move on to the next step. In the case of performance pack, because we don't have a shutter system, Cervini's includes these brackets. They're going to install right down here on the edges. Basically what that's going to do is support this. Start by taking the provided J-clip, put it right on here over that open hole, and put the bracket up into place. And tighten that down. All right, then take this applied clip, line it up with the hole in the side there, and there's a screw or push it on. Do the same thing on the other side. There's a few more modifications we have to make before we can start the actual installation. Right here behind the bumper, we have these great plastic wire clips. Use a panel removal tool and just separate them from the bumper. Okay, with these clips removed from the bumper, now we're going to remove them from the harness. Just separate these tabs and pull them off. And the next step here is really optional. It kind of depends on what color your car is. In the case of my car, obviously being bright red, if you have a bright red, bright orange, whatever, Cervini's includes decals to cover part of your bumper here and here so you don't see the bright red through the grille. Now, if you have a black car, dark gray car, this part you could probably skip because no one will ever notice. But if you have a brighter color like the red, the orange, or a white, you probably want to install these. I'm going to take a little alcohol and just clean the area before we install them. Once the decals are installed, you're going to reconnect the harness you removed earlier using the supplied zip ties. All right, with all the prep work done, now we can start actually doing the grill installation. And get your bumper up high. This will definitely be a two-person job. We're gonna start by removing the crash bar here. This will go back on later, but it's held in place by these little clips. Using a flathead screwdriver, you kind of want to pop the clips up to release them. The crash bar off, now we can actually remove the grills themselves. Now this is easier if you have two people, because what you're gonna do is kind of push up on these clips and have somebody push from the other side. It makes it a little bit easier. What you're gonna do is just start, like I said, from one direction, sort of go slowly. Sometimes can be a little bit stubborn. All right, now, same process with the lower. The first ones are the hardest ones to get. Once you get them, it will get a little bit easier. Now we're ready to begin the actual installation of the bumper. What you're gonna do is push it through from the front, get everything lined up, and then you're gonna use the silver tabs. And what's gonna happen is basically these tabs are gonna go like that. They're gonna hold the bumper to it and use the provide screws to put them in place. Now you're gonna start by putting the screws in lightly, and then we'll tighten them up later. Okay, then we're gonna repeat the process on the lower. Basically the exact same idea. Get the grill in here into place. We'll install the clips and screws. Like I said, same process with the lower. The one thing to be careful with if you are doing both at once like we are, the black clips are for the lower grill, silver clips are for the upper grill. They are different, so you'll have problems if you do interchange them. When you're doing the lowers, if you don't have a stubby screwdriver or a good right angle screwdriver to get in there, you can actually just pull this off. There's a whole bunch of 7mm, but if you have a short stubby, you can get in there and it's a lot easier than taking the whole thing off. Make sure you get them all started before you tighten everything down, just to make sure they all do line up. And repeat the process with the other 5 grills. Now, since we installed the upper and lower grill, we don't have the factory clips to hold this in place. This is the 8-mile-an-hour bumper that's included with the car. So what we're gonna do is clean the surface here, here, and over here, and just install it with some double stick tape. All right, ready to put this bumper back on. Make sure these little tabs here are on the bottom, and it will be a little bit of a tight fit. Just line it up straight. Okay, ready to reinstall the bumper. You don't forget, the first thing you're gonna do is plug in the harnesses. And carefully put it up into place. And now we're just going to reassemble everything we took off earlier. We'll start with the screws up top here. Screws installed, reinstall the cover. Okay, and you're carefully going to line this up here. Reinstall the nuts. Okay, now we can reinstall the push pins. And line up all the push pins in here as well. And the last step, reinstall all the screws from underneath that we removed earlier. and your installation is finished. The Cervini C-Series upper and lower grille looked great on the front of my 2018 Mustang GT and fixed one of the most annoying things in my opinion about this car was the fact that the upper was gloss and the lower was matte. This looks better than factory, it's much cleaner looking overall. There's a couple things I should mention here. When we had this apart, I did paint my radiator black because I wanted more of a blacked out look. And also, if you have a safe and smart package or the adaptive cruise control, you cannot use the lower grille. You can still do the upper, but you'd have to leave your factory lower grille. As far as the installation, figure I'd say 2 to 3 hours. Be back on the road in no time.